Today we're going to be working on a 2010 Lexus LX570. We'll be putting a V-line in here, so we'll be taking out the radio. We'll show you how to do that next. So first we're going to take off the trim on the side here, and we'll do the same on the driver's side. And for that you just push towards the passenger side, and you can use a pry tool as well if needed. And then next we're going to start pulling on this upper part here, and we're going to pull it back, just like that. And this trim comes out, and there's those clips there. And so now on the driver's side, we'll do the same thing. So this lower part, we're gonna pull towards the driver's side, and this upper part, we're gonna pull back towards us. And then we'll just unplug this for now, and then this will be out of the way. And so this is our start-stop button on the back here. We're just gonna pop the clip on top by pushing it down. There we go, and then the one on the bottom, we'll push that up. There we go. And the button will slide right out, and then we can go ahead and plug that back in just in case we need to move anything, like the steering wheel. We'll need to move that down here in a minute. And then now we'll take this right air vent out, and we're just pulling on the bottom here. You might need a pry tool on the top to get these clips out if they're really caught, but this one just slid right out. And for the driver's side here, we do need to remove this air vent, but first we'll have to pull this trim back above the steering wheel. So we'll go ahead and start the vehicle, or just turn on the accessory. Now we've got the steering wheel down and out of the way, and we can just pull back on this. We'll do the same on the driver's side of it here. And this other panel over here might come loose a little bit, but once this is out of the way, this panel will just pull right out. There we go. And this one has the same clips on the top and bottom there. Alright, so we're going to take out these 4 screws here. Got the one there and the one up here. And we've got 2 more on the driver's side. Now that all those are loose, we can go ahead and pull the radio out here. Now that we've got this out, we can go ahead and disconnect our plugs back here. We've got everything disconnected back here. We can make our V-line connections. So next we're going to run our wires into here to connect the V-line in the glove box. So first step, we're just going to take this shelf out, and then we're going to remove the cover for the cabin air filter. And then what we'll be doing is putting a notch on the corner here so we can get our wires through. But for now we're just going to run them into here. So the first cable we're going to run is going to be our GVMF video cable. And for that, we're going to go behind this bar. And then we're going to be running it down to here. It's very simple, not too much in the way. We'll pull some slack through, pretty much however much we think we're going to need for the unit. And then next, we'll do our power cable. And that'll be our MC Flex 6Y. And we'll be taking this end and doing the same thing. Go behind this bar up here. We're gonna fish that down. And so now that we've got these here, we can go ahead and make our connections behind the radio and put that back into place to test. All right, and this is the bar that I was talking about. As you can see, we've got our cables behind it here. It's important to go through right here because the vent is going to go back in this spot, so you don't want any wires in this area right here. And when we put the vent back in, we'll make sure our wires are pushed down back here, and we'll also zip tie those up here. So first we're going to make our connections here. Our GVMF is going to be the first one we do, and that'll just connect to the factory plug. This will go back to our radio. And then we've got all of these here for the main harness. We'll go ahead and hook those up. perfect. So now that we've got all of our T-harnesses plugged in, we're ready to put the radio back into place. Alright, so we're going to start with our GVMF here since it's the longest. We can clean up the slack there. And that'll get all that out of the way. And next we'll move on to our main harness. So we've got our 8-pin connector, goes in here. Got the 12-pin, goes around the middle. And then we've got our larger one. And that's actually down here. And then next we're ready for all the OEM connectors to go back into place. Alright, so now we've got everything connected here. Just gonna double check, make sure there's no factory connectors missing. And then now, before we clean all of our wiring up, we're just gonna slide this back into place. We just wanna make sure that everything's working. And we wanna make sure we don't bend the video cable or kink it up in any way, so I'm just gonna go through here and clean that up a little bit. Alright, and so now we're just gonna slide this back into place. There we go. And before we bolt it in, we're going to run some tests, and then we'll show you how to put it all back together. Alright, so we've zip tied all of our cable slack back here and tested everything, so we're ready to reassemble it now. We're going to start with our bolt and screw here. So the screw will go up top, and the bolt will go in the bottom. We'll do the same on the driver's side now. Once those are in place, we can move on to the vents next. We'll start with our right vent here. This will just pop right into place. If you have any issues getting this in, just make sure you check your cabling that's ran through the back here, and that it's not getting pinched between where this meets the back vent. There we go. And now we can do the driver's side. And for this side over here, we're going to go ahead and turn the accessory back on. And that way the steering wheel can come back enough. This will go into place. And just like the other one, just pops right in. And then we can go ahead and slide this piece of trim that's above here back in. And then this piece of trim on the left side came loose, so we'll show you that real quick. And then this is the piece of trim here. It's just got some clips here. And just push that back down into place. And we've got all this back together. Alright, and for this piece of trim here, we're just going to slide this back in up top. And you just want to line up the top and the bottom down here first. There we go. Once those are lined up, it'll push right into place. And then just follow it along the bottom here and push all of those clips in. Alright, and for the driver's side one, we still have our switch plugged in, so we'll go ahead and unplug that. And then that'll just slide right into place. Just make sure you have it right side up. Plug that back in. And then just like the other side, we will line up the top and the bottom. And push down on all the corners. And now we've got everything back together.